Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Greece. My name is Evangelia Sossidou. I am a veterinarian and research director at the Veterinary Research Institute of the Ελληνικός Γεωργικός Οργανισμός Dimitra, that is proud member of the new established European Reference Center for the Welfare of Ruminants and Equines. Today I am going to follow up the previous speeches by my colleagues in TechCare Project to give you just an idea of how we are functioning in Work Package 1 that I'm leading for a co-design approach for integrating innovative technologies along the chain to improve small ruminant welfare. This is a very collaborative work, so all my colleagues and persons in the author list are very deeply acknowledged for their valuable contributions. So why we need a co-design approach? We need a co-design approach first of all because throughout the Europe we have a very complex matrix of stakeholders, from farmers to vets to animal transporters to staff in slaughterhouses, consumers of meat and milk, regulators and officers, and millions of citizens. On the other hand, we have understudied two different species. We have sheep and we have goats. And for sheep, we have sheep oriented to the production of the meat, and those who are oriented to produce milk, and the same for goats. So here you can see Scotland sheep in the Scotland countryside, and on the bottom you can see Chios breed sheep from the Chios island in Greece, and you also have species of goat in Skopelos Island. The photo is from Skopelos Island and it presents a very popular local breed there, which is Skopelos breed of goats. So we have different species, we have different breeds, and we have also local breeds throughout Europe. Another issue is that we have different production systems. So we can have meat, Scotland sheep, in Scotland foraging in the pasture, but we can have the same sheep under intensive production systems and very intensive inside the shed. All are automatized there. And we have goats that can forage in the mountains and in the pasture. They are moving mainly long distances, and we have goats that are inside the shed with very intensive conditions also. So that means that it's impossible to have one-size-fits-all solutions. This is why we go for a co-design approach, and the aim of this approach is firstly to identify all relevant actors in small ruminant value chain and train facilitators to engage stakeholders in continuous interactions and feedback to the rest of the project activities. And this has been started with at the beginning of the project already. So this is expected to increase collaboration, exchange of knowledge, and influence mediation among all interested parties. But we have also a second task to explore attitudes, behavior dynamics, and perceptions of stakeholders and their implications for prioritizing welfare issues and using innovative technologies to manage animal welfare at different production stages. We also need to analyze the sustainability of the identified technologies in this project by exploring their environmental, social, economic, and cultural impacts. So we go throughout the whole project implementation from step to step only after having the positive decision and validation by stakeholders in respect of TechCare criteria like cheap, easy to widely disseminate in sheep and goat systems, reliable, ready for farmers sector, etc. So we have already passed from the first step to the second one, because at the first step we have identified the welfare indicators and we have the consensus by stakeholders about what is the welfare priorities in their own production systems in their countries. And then we go, and this is what we are doing at the moment, we go for another way to get consensus by stakeholders about the technologies to be used to tackle the welfare indicators defined in the first step. So after that, and after the validation of the stakeholders, we will go for pilot for prototypes, large-scale studies, and we are expected to conclude with business models, communication and exploitation of our results. To do so, we have a series of engagements, but also we have used a lot of methodologies to get consensus between stakeholders and analyze their attributes, like Delphi procedure, like Opera procedure, etc. So examples of what are the engagements tools we use are the one-on-one interviews, the focus groups, questionnaires, concept mapping, etc. And we use, as I said before, a lot of technical methodologies to go to the valuable to get valuable data from all those engagements. We have also established an advisory board with persons that are very famous in their own countries throughout the Europe. From farmers associations, from farmers as individuals also, from welfare associations, veterinarians, and also representatives from the industry. And this is a very useful really board helping us to validate also what we are doing after having the opinions of our stakeholders. So we need their approval also and their consultation. The most important tool we use to engage stakeholders and go from one step to another after their validation and their decision is the national workshops. We organize 2 national workshops per year in each of the 9 partner countries, and this is a lot of work to be done for all those workshops indeed. So we have to do things, as you can see here, before each workshop, like send invitations, agendas, declaration for the sensitive data. We give there the priorities and what is the topic of our next meeting, etc. We have to do and prepare a lot of material during the event, and after that we are expected to give to work package 1 deliverables like the TechCare national workshop report, but also pictures, screenshots, etc. So we then can analyze all those data and have them register and identify what is happening, what are the attributes of the stakeholders on the specific topic of each national workshop. I must not forget that for this reason, for the national workshops, we have a very great help by the national facilitators. At the beginning of the project, one national facilitator has been nominated in each country where those events are occurring, and this person for us in Greece is Mr. Michalis Kakanis. Michalis is an official vet, and he is really a very communicative person. He knows very well the primary production and the farmers and all stakeholders, and so we have great help from him. But this is also the case in other countries, as far as I know. So great help we have from the national facilitators, who have been trained to do their job in the most valuable and efficient way. I will finish with deeply acknowledgements to the TechCare coordinator and partners, to the Greek team, and especially Dr. Sotirios Patsios, the stakeholders, all the stakeholders who have been very valuable with their contributions, the advisory board members, and to all of you for your kind attention. And please do not forget that you have an open invitation. So if you have an interest and you want to join our team, Work Package 1 and TechCare Project is very open project, and you are most welcome to join our activities. So thank you very much. I'm at your disposal for questions. Thank you.